Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
We get to have a victory Thursday night to start the season. Welcome to the Lions postgame show. My name is Stick along with Maz. We have Anson in the Maz chair. Lucas is here. We got the phone lines open. Booner is here. Kool-Aid is here. Spenwell Rax is here. I mean, everybody is here. Maz, do you consider this a historic night for Lions football?
F yeah, because SOL.
F yeah, you can swear, man.
SOL is dead and buried, guys. That is a win. That is a win. They are number one now in the NFL power rankings because who the hell is you going to put ahead of them? Who the hell are you going to put ahead of the Detroit Lions?
Not the Chiefs,
Not the Chiefs.
Mazzy.
Look, the Chiefs did their best. No Kelsey, that killed them. No doubt about it, because no one else on that team can catch a ball.
Kadarius Toney absolutely killed them with 3 drops tonight.
Bad game.
But when I want to talk about the Lions and I'm looking at the Lions side of the ball and I'm thinking about who was their MVP today, we can look to the offensive side, but we got to look to CJ.
Oh,
CJ,
so?
to me, was the dog that led the Lions through this game, brought that attitude, jawing against the Chiefs the whole time on the sideline, setting the tone, making big tackles. I was sitting there watching the game thinking, this guy is a game changer.
Yep.
A game changer. And when's the last time you've been able to say that about anybody in the Lions secondary?
Hey, I've been calling from the beginning, before free agency started. I said I want one guy, and it's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. CJ Gardner-Johnson. He is the real deal. And the reason is, you said it on your own. You said it. He gets the job done, and he tells you about it. He gives it, that team, he gives an attitude. But Brian Branch, congrats.
Man.
First Lion in history to take one home in his first game in the opener since 1967.
That man changed the game. You guys were here. You saw the mood I was in. I was ready. There were dark days on the rise. But Brian Branch, tip the hat to Kadarius Toney as well.
Yeah.
He was arguably the best player for the Lions out there as well. He's the 12th man. Brian Branch capitalized on it. Who would have ever thought? We were saying that.
While the live watch party was going on, you were quoted as saying SOL. Until the Lions get to a certain point, it's SOL. When you look at a victory like this one, 21-20 over the defending champion Chiefs on ring night, the only game, NFL primetime, Thursday night football, what SOL team could have just done what this team did?
Well, we got fortunate. I mean, the best guy, the best.
Come on, what team could do it?
Let it finish. Let it finish.
The best guy on the offensive side of the ball and the best guy on the defensive side of the ball were out for the Chiefs today. But to go on the road and to beat the world champions when you're down in the fourth quarter and to go basically 80 yards and score a touchdown speaks volumes to the change in culture and ability of this team to close out games. We saw it 8 times out of, 7 of those games they won in the fourth quarter that they won in the last 10. This team is certainly a different feel. They look different. I'm a guy that will always, I would rather have a Lions win than money. So I bet against them for a long, long time because if they win and I lose money, I still win. I can't set myself up and think that SOL is over because of 1 week. But I will say, it sure feels like this is a completely different franchise right now.
Hey, 21 of 39 for Patrick Mahomes. Just 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the interception. Now, he has not thrown an interception in an opening game in his last 5 openers. Not an interception. Today, thank you to the tip. Thank you to Mr. Barnes, and thank you taking it to the house.
Not only an interception was a first time for Patrick Mahomes. You know, this is the first opening game of any level that he has lost in football. He
How
was
about that?
undefeated in the NFL.
There you go.
He was undefeated in college, and he was undefeated in high school going into this game on opening nights. The Lions just put foot to ass tonight.
That's right.
And they did it on national television. They did it by running the ball to end the game, which is something that great teams can do. They can finally put their foot on people's necks. Jahmyr Gibbs didn't go nuts tonight, but man,
They didn't use him a
timely
lot.
runs.
He nearly did, though. He
Those
nearly got
flashes-
loose a couple
Those
times.
flashes when he's running over guys, he's not getting tackled, he's breaking tackles,
His
he's
first,
standing up to
yeah,
people as
his
a rookie.
first 3 carries, he broke 2 tackles on each carry. I mean, he's lightning. He's a playmaker. He's going to be so fun.
Hey, guys, we got the phone lines open. If the chat wants to call in, give it up. 313-552-6322. Nick is in the booth. He'll take your call. He'll put you on the air. Let's hear what you got to say about this epic win. It is epic.
And it's
All
a
right?
dominant win, honestly. If you
They did a
think-
hell of a job.
If you think about it, this is a pretty dominant
Yeah.
win. Outside of Patrick Mahomes getting loose before halftime,
Which
the
we
Chiefs-
expected.
The Chiefs put up 13 points. Think about that. I mean, outside of those 3 plays, the 3rd and 17, then another chunk play, then a touchdown, you take away that drive in this game, the Lions had their way with the NFL champions.
Yes.
Well, and let's point out that it was the defense that set the tone for the Lions, not their offense, because all last year was the offense that carried them through, and when the defense could, hold serve and be able to stay on the level was when this team really was successful. If this team can win games because of their defense when their offense is average, ooh.
Hey, listen to this. There's not a lot of guys that really kick butt for the defense. They all did. Listen to these. Alex Anzalone, 5 tackles and an assist. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 5 tackles. Jacobs, 5 tackles. Derek Barnes, 4 tackles, 2 assists. Those are the leading tacklers.
And CJ must have had at least 3 tipped balls.
Absolutely.
You
And
know,
he should have had a pick. Should have had a pick with about 2.5 minutes to go in that game. To give Kansas City another chance, and it became 4th and 20, and then they go offsides, 4th and 25, and I don't know why they went for it on 4th and 25 from their own 30-yard line. You got to punt the ball there if you're them. And the Lions, obviously, let's face it, they could have really put their foot on their throat in the second quarter if it wasn't for that turnover inside the red zone. Remember the tip play? Who got stripped, by the way?
Marvin? You talking
Marvin
about
Jones.
the Marvin, his first career fumble ever.
Can we, if we're going to point to one bad thing that happened in this game, it was Marvin Jones.
And that 3rd and
do we know
17.
we only have to tolerate him for 6 weeks, right? Once 6 weeks, once Jameson is back.
You're not tolerating him. He's a good ball player.
Yeah, he was not a good ball player
He
tonight.
wasn't today.
And he almost lost them the game tonight, Maz. But I don't want to focus on that negative stuff. This is a celebratory
Can we go back to
Thursday
CJ
night.
just for a second? Because you had mentioned that was the guy that you wanted, Maz. Me too.
Big time.
And then when we got him, I was so excited. We thought we lost him for the season in spring or in training camp.
Yep.
But I can't remember a guy being in the secondary since maybe Benny Blades that made me feel so confident as I felt in the second half of this game, watching him make plays, watching him chirp. I'll tell you, they had Kansas City's offense upset and frustrated.
Big time. And that offensive line of the Lions was dominant at times. I thought they got a little sloppy towards the end of the game. Then they picked it up again. 10 minutes to go in that game. The Lions decided, we're going to go back to our first quarter when they were running the ball and passing it, running it and passing it. They go right down the field and they score a touchdown. And then they hold Kansas City off the board. Now, usually you're up 21-20. The old Lions, Kansas City's going to go down and kick a field goal and win the game.
Right.
Not this time, man. Dan Campbell, how big are his balls?
Oh, man.
How big are his balls?
Brass,
They
baby.
might have got shut out in the first quarter.
Yep.
Had he
Massive.
not gone for it, unbelievably
On
so.
his own 22.
On his own 20-yard line on 4th and 3.
To Jalen Reeves-Maybin of all people.
That's
Who would have thought
unbelievable.
fake punting to Germ?
The best part about that is when they were flashing to the Kansas City sidelines and you saw Andy
Andy
Reid there,
Reid is like-
and then you see their
special teams coordinator
guys, like, throw his
pissed.
fucking clipboard down. Like, God, I can't believe this is happening to me.
Well,
the Lions are doing it again, and I love that that's our identity now. And Dan Campbell has that as a weapon even when he doesn't use it.
Oh, you love that now? Because you hated it last year. And the funny thing is,
because he's established that he's
Yes.
a crazy asshole.
Absolutely.
When it comes to these
100%.
things, he can use it as a weapon now. I hated it. Yes, when you're a losing football team, you can't be doing those types of things.
Yeah.
But when you have that in your back pocket and you're making your opponent
so
think
good.
at every turn,
Yeah.
like every fourth and one, every fourth down period, we're like, is he going to go for it? It doesn't matter where.
It's not a guarantee anymore if you're on the other side of the from Dan, for sure.
I swear. But go ahead, Nick. What do you got for us, man?
We got our first caller. It's going to be Zach from Flint.
Zach and Flint, you are on Woodward Sports. It's the Lions post-game show. We're 1-0, baby. Stick, Maz, and Anson, and the rest of the crew here. What's up, man?
Oh, dude.
Zach
Maz,
from Flint.
can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, my God,
Yes.
man. When you are talking about how big fucking Dan Campbell's balls are, I literally just freaking said that
Yep.
at the damn bar. Like, as soon as they did it at, like, the 14-yard line and went for it on that fake punt, I was like, dude, this is like the fucking South Park episode where they all got testicular cancer and they're wheelbarrowing their fucking balls around, and that's Dan Campbell right now.
It is, Zach.
Man, I'm
is
26
something.
years old. I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Oh my God, man! I think we got a team here to root for, guys. A team that, look, they got all the press, right? And guess what? They lived up to it. Tomorrow, NFL Network, Good Morning Football. They're gonna be
Detroit, baby.
They're gonna be all over us.
I don't know. I don't
over
know
us.
if my erection is going to be able to last as long as till Sunday, because we got till Sunday now of nothing but NFL talk being about what the Lions did.
Yes.
Jocking the Honolulu Blue for 4 days,
You're gonna
baby.
turn on. You're gonna like. I don't love Sports Center like I used to,
No,
but I'm
neither of us
gonna
do.
turn it on.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, oh, basking in it. You're gonna turn on PTI. You're gonna turn you're gonna turn on every show on
Pat
Woodward
McAfee's
Sports.
gonna go crazy tomorrow.
Oh, Foxy,
Big time.
Foxy, you
Big
better
time.
be going crazy.
Yep.
I just like, this is what we've been waiting for my whole life, honestly.
Listen.
because Maz, you're a touch older than me.
I am.
Have you remembered a time where there was an opening game hype like this?
No, not here in Detroit. You know, in New York, we've always had the Giants opening up against Dallas, or back in the day against the Redskins. It was always big time then, NFC East football. But since I moved here in '93, this has been the best, the biggest game, the biggest season that anyone has ever looked forward to. And I love those teams in the 90s. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That
Well,
91 team should have won the Super Bowl.
It's interesting that you were here in '93 though, because the only thing that I can compare it to was '92. But in '92, we had Eric Andelset get killed in
Correct.
the offseason.
Yep, cutting his lawn.
And, cutting his lawn, planting flowers. And then obviously the Utley thing. And that's the
Terrible.
only excitement that I can compare it to. That was a question that I asked Stick. Has there ever been a Week 1 Lions game that you've been more excited for? And it's got to be for the reason that so many people were worried about this team. The moves where we got established players out of town for young, new guys that showed out today.
Yep.
Laporta was awesome.
He was.
First
Yeah,
downs.
yeah.
I mean,
Jack
Gibbs.
Campbell
made some
Big
big
play.
plays.
Yeah. Big play.
And then you look at the guys that Branch wins the game for us with that pick six. And then the guys that we signed, we had a whole bunch of brand new faces here that everyone was excited to see, and pretty much every single one of them made an impact today.
Listen, the 1991 team I was in love with. The 2014 team, I loved that team, but they didn't have the depth that this team has. That 2014 team was a hell of a team.
Yeah.
You have the three big guys, Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, and Dominican Sue. I remember Dominican Sue, after that Dallas game, he was crying at the podium, never to play for the Lions again. Not yet, maybe. He might.
Hey.
He might.
Hey, I'll take him on like that.
He might. But I will say this team dwarfs them all. This team has it all.
Well, and you saw that this is a pure team, too. You saw
Yes.
Pascal making plays. You saw Aiden Hutchinson.
Pascal was a great
And
play.
His endless motor, Hutchinson, tonight. Like, he didn't get a ton of
Terrific.
sacks, but he constantly
He got
made
held a bunch
Patrick
of times.
Disruptive all game.
Not only did he get held a couple times, he had to go up against the guy that was false starting
Yeah, that was
every
ridiculous.
Where you come
They
from.
finally
But
got him at the end.
I was
though.
going to say, to the ref's credit, that's
Brittany
the best
from
part,
Iowa,
is
our
they
phone
finally
lines are packed. We'll
called
get
it
you in
on
there. What
that
do you want
last
to
When we
drive.
needed it.
And when you need it the
Nick,
most.
shut your mic
and
off.
that's okay. They don't have to do that. Like, they didn't have to call it early in the game, but they called it on, what was it, like 2nd and 20? Then that took it to second and 25. Awesome. Let that guy false start all game, but call it when it matters most.
I thought the
And
refs
that's
were
what
terrific tonight, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Not a lot of penalties.
We didn't get our first penalty.
penalty to the third quarter.
Yeah, 3 minutes left in the third quarter,
There
our
you
first
go.
penalty.
That's beautiful. That's what you want.
That's
Jack Fox
new
did a
Lions
decent job.
football. That's
Yes.
new Lions football, man. I need to see a lot more of that.
Because, I mean, think about it in the last couple of seasons. Lions would be moving down the field, getting the red zone, holding. After
Shoot
the
themselves in the
false
foot.
start. And after that, minus 2-yard rush, out of field goal range, no points.
And you know what that is? Fundamentals. Like, that's what that is. When you get out of position, you reach, you grab, and these guys are coached better. They're coached. Like, we have a real coaching staff.
And then the defense got a chance to make a stop that I wouldn't have seen a defense stop. Pat Mahomes, man, really came together.
You remember 2 years ago, and I bring this up a bunch of times today, they had the Chiefs on the ropes at Ford Field.
Yes.
We're going to beat them. They were driving for a touchdown, and I forgot what running back fumbled the ball. And I forgot, maybe it was Justin Houston or someone that took it back 98 yards for a touchdown against us on a fumble recovery. They could beat the Chiefs. They played with them. And look what they did today. And who had the most yards of any Lion? Any guesses?
Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds.
Really?
4 catches for 80 yards.
Yes, sir. You know what? He had last time Goff played Mahomes on prime time. Reynolds had 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
They're good
I'm telling
together.
you, when Josh Reynolds showed up last year, that's when Goff came to life.
That's his guy.
Honestly.
That's his glue.
Yeah.
And it's not even his, like, it's not even he's supreme athlete or a supreme. He's just comfortable with them. He knows the offense.
Yes.
He knows where he's going to be. And, I mean, let's talk about Jared Goff. The pressure, all the pressure in the world was
No
on Goff today.
interceptions.
He led the league last year in touchdown to interception
No
ratio,
interceptions.
4.1, I believe it was. But either way, Goff, if Goff comes out and lays an egg, Goff comes out and throws 3 picks, Goff comes out and costs the Lions the game, it is Jared Goff's not good enough. They're jumping off the bandwagon for him already, and the pressure starts on him. He had a lot of pressure rolling into this game, and you saw him elevate his game. He was throwing dimes. We were watching it at my house, just lasers, man, absolute lasers.
When he needed to.
Yeah.
When he needed to.
When he needed to.
The game, he let the game come to him in just the perfect fashion today, I thought.
We got some more people on the phone.
Let's hear it, Nick.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it all
Let's do
across
We
the
got
country.
Theo from Detroit.
What up, Theo?
Yo, what up, though?
How you feeling, man?
What up, Doe, on Woodward Sports?
Good win, good win. What up, though, man? I'm a big
What's
fan
up,
of the
D?
show and everything.
Thanks, D.
I watch all the time. I just got 2 things to say. Please stop doubting Dan Campbell as a coach, because he outcoached Andy Reid tonight,
Yes, he
did.
did.
flat out. And then let's stop doubting Jared Goff in pressure situations, because he beat Mahomes twice.
Yep.
Let's stop doing and let's stop
How
doing
about
that.
that?
And I just got one more thing before I get up. And all you fair weather fans that want to jump off the bandwagon,
Tell him, Theo.
y'all stay your ass back. Y'all get y'all ass on. We the real ones over here. Let's go Lions. Let's go beat Seattle week 2.
We are going to kill Seattle. Trust me. This was the game I circled when I saw the schedule. They owe Seattle an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Last year, they beat them.
ugly.
They beat us. But T.J. Hawkinson's best game last year was
Yep.
against Seattle. That made him the money that he's making right now with Minnesota. But we were down 2 running backs that day and a couple of wide receivers. They won that. They should have won that game. And what happened? Seattle knocks us out of the playoffs at the end of the year by beating Baker Mayfield and the Rams. Sorry, but that's what happened. And not only that, they pick ahead of the Lions and take a guy in Devin Witherspoon that I really think the Lions had their eye on. But they got Brian Branch in the 2nd round, so I think they did all
From
right.
the Packers, too, Maz.
Yeah.
They
That's
stole
right.
it right from him.
That's right.
I want everybody in the chat right now to drop who thought they should be the player of the game.
I'll drop a poll. I'll put a
And I
couple.
wanna
Who should we
talk-
put up.
Player of the game.
I want to
Let's put
talk
our phone
about
number up, Luke.
I want
Yeah,
to talk
gotcha.
about Branch real quick.
Yeah.
I'm dropping the official nickname.
By the way, he looks like the guy that coaches him, who wore number 32 for the Lions.
Dre Bly?
Dre Bly.
Yeah, I've
That's who
seen
he
him in
looks
that
like.
32. He looked good. But he looks to me like the Honey Badger 2.0.
That's
man.
what
The
I was
Honey
saying.
Brancher has been born
The Honey
today.
Brancher.
The Honey
Brancher.
Brancher, baby.
All right.
Love it. He was.
right.
I was so excited about what he brought to this team. The fact that he slipped into the 2nd round. he not only made plays, but he made the play that has us talking in this type of energy right now. I'm just so excited about him.
If you missed it, guys, the Lions won a game tonight.
No, they won the game tonight.
21,
the marquee game.
21-20. Who would have guessed it? 41 points. The under hits again.
It's rare you get a statement game in week 1.
It is, and it's rare that it will define the season, honestly, because if they would have lost this week, it would have been like, well, this many teams start 0-1 and they can't make the playoffs. The Dan Campbell, if he starts 0-2, the narrative has completely changed. Everything that the talking heads have been talking about for 7 months was real. It wasn't just BS that they were feeding us about the Lions, and I was just drinking the Kool-Aid like I have every year since I was born.
Yep.
We got more people on the phone. Who we got?
Yes, sir. We got Steve from North Carolina.
All right.
Steve is on air right now.
Just
Steve,
like
what
Dre
you got?
Live from
Detroiters
North
travel
Carolina.
well, man.
What's up, Steve? You're on Woodward Sports.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, welcome on, man.
Yeah, this defense is incredible. I mean, I want to give props to James Houston. What a pass rush he had. I mean, per snap he played, he must have had incredible pressures. I mean, we had Kaminsky, what a motor.
Oh, yeah.
And let's not forget that we have Emmanuel Mosley coming back next week, hopefully. And, I mean, how much is that going to improve the secondary?
Big time.
GJ, I mean, he's the player of the game, in my opinion.
I love him, and I love him. And then the best part of the game for me tonight was seeing Brian Branch come back, because when he went down with that non-contact, I was walking around like, all right. This ain't right.
Here we go.
This ain't right. And it turned out to be cramps, and he comes back and finishes the game. That warmed my heart. I would have taken a loss and have him been healthy.
Yeah.
To take a win and have that guy healthy, it's a win. It's Lions' luck has changed, guys. Back in the old days, C.J. Gardner, the first freaking practice, he's out for the year.
Yeah. Right,
It's the facts.
It's James Stewart.
Things are changing.
Right.
The Chiefs, you're playing the Chiefs. Oh, you miss Kelsey? Oh, you miss Chris
The
Jones?
main thing, though, is we could trust the Lions to stop people
We
in the
didn't miss
fourth
Isaiah
quarter.
Bugs.
Yeah.
We'll take him back next week, though.
That's right.
And one thing that I love about this game, too, is they did it against the champs. Imagine when they get to play crappy teams now. Like, we're going to experience games this year where the Lions come in and just smack the ever-living shit out of teams.
Snuff films on live TV.
Hey,
It's going to be, we're going to be able to sit there
For real.
and just watch teams just get rolled by the Lions. We've never been able to experience
that crazy. Let's not go that crazy.
You don't think if
come on.
they did this in Arrowhead,
I know.
you don't think
But it's
they're going
one
to
game.
go...
It's one game. Let's just chill.
Let's just chill. I thought I was the only one saying that, man.
Let's just chill. It's
No,
one game.
I'm not going to. They just beat them 21-20. They beat that ass, Maz. You have to get excited.
I'm excited.
If they can do that against the defending Super Bowl champions, what the hell do you think they're going to do against Carolina?
Well, Carolina, that's another one that we owe. We
Yeah.
owe
Oh,
those
yeah.
sons of
Yeah,
bitches.
exactly.
yeah.
You don't
No
think
question.
that game's
300 yards on the ground, I want
Yes.
that game.
Oh,
That
my
ain't
God.
happening
I want
anymore.
300 on the ground
Look,
that game.
the
That ain't
Lions
happening.
need to seek retribution this year for the past 50 years. That's what they need
The
to do.
Cowboys? They got it coming.
They just got to cut heads off the rest of the
Do
season.
we play the Cowgirls this year?
We do.
Oh, I
We
can't
got
wait for
New
that
Year's
one.
Eve.
Yeah,
Cowgirls, we coming
go
for you,
Vikings,
Dallas.
So we got Kirk Cousins, Rain Dakota Prescott, Kirk Cousins to finish the season. That's 3 heads right there. Take them off, because if you beat the Vikings twice, they're probably cut from playoff contention.
Hey, is Steve still on the phone, or are we to lose Steve in North Carolina?
Can we sweep the division, gentlemen? I mean,
Well,
I know
they
you
were
guys are
5-1
high
last
on the
year.
Lions right now, but I feel like a split with Minnesota, maybe a split with Green Bay as well. But this team could win all 8 games in the division, couldn't they?
Yeah, it's 6 games now because there's
6
only
games,
3
I'm
other
sorry.
This
teams.
team can win
Yeah.
all 18, baby.
Yeah.
17.
No,
I'm talking home playoff game, too.
Okay.
yeah, no. I think this is a team that could sweep our division. I mean, I still don't know who Green Bay is. I think that they're being slept on. I like Love as a quarterback, but what I saw out of the Lions today, man, is exciting and scary for the rest of the North.
I'm telling you, I'm getting so many texts. I mean, my phone is just blown up.
Right. Don't you love that you're that
Yes.
guy, though?
Yes.
Like when something good happens to the
Yes.
Lions, you get all the texts?
I know. I'm getting texts from my cousins,
Yeah.
my female cousins that don't even live here anymore. They're like, I didn't know who to share this with,
Right.
Tommy. You popped in my head.
You know why,
I gotta
Maz?
share this with you.
This is for every Thanksgiving I sat there and my family made fun of me.
Oh, my
That's
God.
what it is.
Yeah.
And they're all texting me now, like my cousins and stuff. It's like, no, y'all made fun of me my whole life. Why are you watching the Lions? You know they're just going to lose.
You know, that's got to be the norm all across Michigan right now, because I have people that have never cared about sports, much less the Lions, are texting me right now.
Yeah.
Let's think about the Isaiah Bugs thing. A year ago, that would have been pure SOL. Oh, SOL. But instead, now we're like, oh, we must be trading for Chris Jones. You know, there's a completely different mindset for everything Lions now. It's exciting, and we earned this, man. We deserve this as a city and as a fan base.
Hey, right now on our poll, we've got player of the game, and Luke put out Brian Branch, CJ, Josh Reynolds, Jared Goff. Right now, Brian Branch is leading. It's
got to be the Honey Branch.
58%.
And give out that phone number, Maz.
Absolutely.
People are asking.
313-552-6322. Give us a call here at Woodward
Say it
Sports.
one more time, Matt, so I can pin it real quick.
Absolutely. It's 313-552-6322. Nick's on the phone. He'll take your call, and he'll get you on the air. Who do you got first now, Nick?
We got Brittany from Iowa.
Yeah,
Brittany.
Brittany from Iowa.
What's up, Brittany? You're on Woodward
Corn-fed
Sports.
ladies.
Hey guys,
What's
what's
happening?
up? I just want to let you know I am a Michigan native living in Hawkeye country.
God bless you.
And I could not be more excited for Sam Laporta. I'm
Yes.
hopping. I've been with Lucas on this the whole time tonight. He looked great. You know, the yards after catch that we couldn't get with Hawkinson, the blocking ability right there where it was Demon's touchdown. He looked amazing, and I think he's going to be great for the Lions. Jack Campbell as well. I know that you guys had mixed reviews on him, but these guys come in, work hard, and fit that culture. Trust in Brad Holmes, let him do his work, and this is what happened. These guys are going to continue this narrative and change it from the same old Lions to what it is.
Hey,
I
Brittany,
love it.
you got Iowa behind the Lions right now?
No, my husband's actually a Vikings fan and said I've been drinking too much of the Kool-Aid.
What the hell took you to Iowa?
Her husband.
You know what? I'm a Central alum and just got a job out here after graduation. So
Okay.
here I am.
Fire up chips.
There you go.
Fire up.
Sorry about last week, though.
I'm not.
You'll get him back.
I'm not.
Thanks for the call, Brittany.
All right,
Much
we're going to
appreciated.
go to Alec in Farmington Hills here.
Who's on? Al?
Alec.
Oh,
Alec.
we just lost
Alec
Alec there.
Bird.
We're going to go to DK in Rochester, New York.
DK.
All the way
What's
from
up,
New
DK
York,
and
New
NY?
York.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up? How you
Hello,
feeling
can you
after
guys hear
that
me?
Lions victory,
Welcome
baby?
to the show.
Go, guys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Come on. Oh my gosh. I'm from Rochester, New York. I just moved here in April, and like Chiefs is like a bad word here because like they're all Bills fans. So they were all geeked like for winning this game, and I'm so hyped up right now.
Where'd you watch the
I'm a
game
huge
tonight,
Lions
DK?
fan.
Where'd you watch the game tonight?
I just watched it at my apartment, with
Okay.
some guys here, and they were hyped up too.
I'll
But like,
tell you.
I am so excited for Aiden Hutchinson right now. He was looking so good.
He was.
Like, oh my gosh, he looked. Oh my gosh, I just feel like we're leading that big hitter in JMO right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a big piece as far as offense right now.
Yeah, I
So,
feel like J-Mo will
I just really
unlock
think we
the
need him.
offense.
We'll see. Haven't seen anything
Yeah,
yet.
that's, you know what I mean. So I just like, yeah, I feel like we need him, and like, well, we looked great. You know, we were kind of stagnant a little bit, but I think it's fine. Great win.
Hey, thanks for the call, DK. Tell everyone in New York we said hey.
Oh, I got you. Go Lions, baby. Let's
Go
go.
Lions,
Go
man.
Lions.
Go Lions.
I love
Hey.
that it's midnight on a Thursday night, and there's Lions fans calling from Iowa, New York, North
it's only 11 o'clock in
Carolina,
Iowa.
Farmington Hills. it doesn't matter though. Like
North Carolina.
this is more than a local moment. I mean, there's so many Detroit transplants all the
Yeah,
way
there is.
around the country that most likely have gotten made fun of over the past
Well,
decade to 100 years.
It's not
of
even that we
football.
made fun of us.
Pity. It's pity.
It's so bad.
It's pity.
That they didn't even, the Lions really didn't even register with anybody. No one talked about them.
Right.
You know, we make the joke when the Lions used to have their draft.
was our
What would
Super Bowl.
ESPN go? They'd go to the commercial. Oh, Lions are making a pick. We'll be back after this. it was pathetic. It's like being in a bad relationship, but we kept coming back.
a
You keep
toxic
coming
one.
back, and now finally, She's listening to you.
Yeah.
She's listening to you.
Like, finally it's paying off.
It's paying off.
It's paying off.
It's paying off. What do we got now, Nick?
And this is why I didn't quit. You know,
There's
like
no quit.
for moments like this. I know lots of people that are like, I just stopped rooting for
I love the
Lions.
guys that say
couldn't
I'm
root for them."
Lions free.
Yeah.
There's no
All right,
such thing.
Stay the fuck Lions free then through all this too. Goodbye.
There's no such thing, really.
Hey, fellas, we got a video of Dan Campbell. He talks about the Lions rookies after the game if we want it.
Let's do it.
I
Let's
want
do this
the more
call,
Dan
then we'll
Campbell,
throw
the
it to
better.
it. I'll keep getting stuff from the Twitter and throw it
Beautiful.
on.
Let's see it. Let's see it,
Twitter.
Luke.
You want it right now?
The X.
Yeah.
All right.
Get it from the X.
This, I did see Laporta's block. I thought it was a hell of a job. I saw Gibbs made a couple of runs that he turned into, 4 or 5 yard gains and got more out of it just with his own effort, which was outstanding. And, I thought Jack showed up in some things, and certainly Branch. It was a big play he had. He had some big tackles. But I know this, as you would think, they got a lot to clean up. And that was game one. They're only going to be better from
That was my point. That was my point.
Yep.
Not only did they play well today, the team they played well against, and they're only going to get better.
Yep.
They're going to get better, Anson. Can you believe that? Like, this team's going to trend upwards instead of backwards.
Organically. It's not built on contracts. It's built on the draft with young talent. It's not like they got to go all in for 2 years because that's all the cap can hold by the time these guys... No, they just keep drafting talent and talent and talent, and it's producing right away.
What I saw from the offense in the first half was an identity crisis. They didn't know what pieces to use. Outside of Amon-Ra, they weren't getting a ton of separation. They were trying different things. In the second half, you saw them start to understand what would work against a team that wasn't wearing the same colors as theirs.
Yeah.
Started to involve Laporta, started to get Gibbs in space, started to give Montgomery a lot more, Montgomery a lot more touches when we were complaining at the end of the third period. Why aren't they running it, This is a team that's got a bunch of brand new pieces that they have to figure out how they work, and we're only going to get more healthy. We're only going to get more dangerous with Jameson, and this team is still going to gel and get so much better. I mean, these are all rookies that are making plays today.
Yeah, that game-winning touchdown by David Montgomery, beautiful run.
Yeah.
He runs. He's smooth, but he runs hard. The pile moves when he runs. And I just want to see them use Jahmyr Gibbs more. And when I say more, I mean get him in the play. Remember back in the day when they used to sit Barry Sanders out on third downs? I used to despise that.
Me too.
Why? I don't give a damn if he goes back 10 yards and then he's going to, I know Barry.
Scariest weapon out there.
Minus 5, 2 yards, then a 50. You got to keep your best players out there. And I know they're just trying things right now, but I think Ben Johnson sometimes maybe pulls it back a little bit too much.
Yeah, I thought tonight was just an example of good coaching, though, because you had to be conservative against the Kansas City team. You couldn't put too much on a rookie. You couldn't do those things. You had to rely on what worked for you, which was running the ball with your more veteran running back and then pulling the linebackers in and going over the top with them. Those were the things that they were simple concepts that worked well.
Yep.
And that's what I think Dan Campbell is. He's not going to really out X's and O's you, but what they're going to do is they're going to out-trend you and make you make adjustments, then come back at you. It's very, they're smart. He may seem like a fucking meathead.
Yeah.
He's brilliant, though. The guy's brilliant.
He studied under Bill Parcells and Sean Payton. I don't think you can get two better guys to learn your craft under.
No, and the thing that it reminds me of is the Dion of the NFL. Dion is just organically himself. He's unapologetically Dion, and that's the same thing that Dan Campbell is. It comes in different styles, but that's what makes him so great and what makes the players follow him. So when you go for it on 4th and 2, your defense is like, yeah, Dan's got our back. That's why he's calling this. You get the dogs out there, and that's what Dan gets going.
Hey, let's get back to the phone lines. Give us a call, 313-552-6322. Nick will get you on and
yes, sir.
Talk to Stick and Anson and Luke and myself. And who's up next there, Nick?
We got Tanner all the way from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Whoa, it's early there. It's only 6 o'clock at night there. How you doing, Tanner?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, man.
It's good, man. Yeah, hey.
Aloha.
Born in Detroit, raised in Detroit, man. Hey, aloha back, man. Mahalo. So, yeah. U.S. Marine out here in
thank you for your service.
Detroit, man. I appreciate you guys. So I just wanted to say, Nick told me y'all ain't bring it up yet, but how about the fact Jack Campbell making a diving swat and like
Yes.
6 or 2nd and 4.
Beautiful.
So, like, you guys didn't talk about it, but I mean, I remember watching a preseason game. It kind of hit him in the ass on like a corner route or something. It turns around with the piss. He doesn't get it. But now he's looking back at the ball. He's reading that. He's playing like Luke Kuechly. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. First game,
I like
Kuechly, big expectation. But I'm looking at it about the same way. He's playing a more pass coverage linebacker, and he did that at Iowa.
I love that, and I love that play. And I think Dan Campbell is in love with this guy. Not only is he a Campbell, but you know, when he drafted him and he got on that phone, he's like, man, you got a great last name. Man, you're going to be it. He's a Dan Campbell guy. Yep. He is. He's just a Dan Campbell guy. And at the end of the game, I saw Dan hugging with Thor, Alex Anzalone. And Alex Anzalone played a pretty damn good game tonight. He did. I know you guys are a lot of guys are down on him. But he's a guy, he's a captain on that team. Him and Dan Campbell, they mesh really well together.
He's the glue out there for them.
He is.
He's not
not
making the big plays.
He's not going to be all pro.
Yeah,
but he's very good at what he does.
Important player out there for the defense.
What else is going on in Hawaii? How many Lion fans are out there?
Oh man, not many. Hey, but I'll tell you what, I'm out here repping. I got my Hutch jersey in yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And I'll tell you what, I'm excited for this upcoming season. Games are on at 9 a.m., not 6 anymore.
God bless
I get to
you.
wake up a little bit later.
Good for you, man. Thanks
awesome.
for the call.
And thank you for your service.
Yeah, thanks for everything, man.
Yeah,
hey, call us
Appreciate
anytime.
it.
Call us anytime.
You know, we've talked a lot about all the players, and we've talked a lot about the coaches, but one guy I don't think we've mentioned is Brad Holmes.
Yeah.
And how many rookies that we're discussing having an impact in this game, and how many second-year players we're discussing having an impact in this game.
And third-year players,
and
man.
Third-year players and guys he traded for.
Yeah.
I mean, what can't Brad Holmes do in the draft? Everybody, we could go back and watch the Woodward draft party. We can do that. People were nervous after night one. Like, what is he doing?
Yep.
I wanted this person. What the hell's going on? Brad Holmes doesn't know. He took a running back at 12. You can't do that. And now look at us. Holy hell, Laporta's good. Holy hell, Campbell's good. Holy hell, Branch had a return for a touchdown. Holy hell, we need to see more of Gibbs. Like, let's give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Brad Holmes is knocking this shit out the park.
And they won the game tonight. No matter what the hell we're all saying, they hung on. They came back, and they won a game in Arrowhead in the fourth quarter.
Against the champs.
Against the champs. 21-20. I don't give a damn who the hell played in the game. But I will tell you this. If Travis Kelce does not play, if something's really wrong with his knee, I don't think the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs in the AFC.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's a
about
bold
that.
statement.
In the AFC, though, you got a point there, but I still think they do.
I'm just telling you.
Hey, guys, we got a video of Dan Campbell talking about Jared Goff heading in this
And
week.
we may
if
have a
want it
special
real quick.
caller calling in, too.
Awesome.
So make sure you're on the lookout for Nevin.
Let's hear DC on JG.
I said I thought he was really, man, all week I thought he looked very confident and calm and just steady. The way he's practicing, accurate throws. And I thought he played very steady today. You know, is there things that we can clean up that, you know, some throws he would want back? Yeah, you know, that comes with anything. But, man, he took care of the football. You know, there again, he got us in the right play. He calmed the waters for us, and he did what we needed to do to win the game today, and I'm proud of him for that.
And he didn't throw an interception again.
Yep.
That's the key. Keep the ball. Don't fumble it. Don't throw it away. Remember the early play when they were chasing him around? He was in the end zone. He just away.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. He threw it in the ground. That was it.
That's what good quarterbacks
He's not going to
do.
F around.
You know what play I really liked today that I don't think we will talk about, but I got to bring it up right now, is the quarterback sneak on, what was it, third and 2?
Hell yeah.
Third and 2.
No,
that was so Tom Brady-esque. And you wonder why more guys have never taken what Tom Brady did.
Hurry up offense, too.
That guy used to convert so many quarterback sneaks like that, and I was just when I saw the Lions do it, it's like that's coaching. That's good coaching.
Nice call.
We got the caller on the phone.
What do we got?
Yes, sir. We got Jody from California.
Yeah.
California. Jody, welcome to Woodward Sports.
What's up, everybody from Huntington Beach?
Oh, you lucky guy, you.
I thought I was the farthest west with that Honolulu.
Nope, Honolulu beat you.
So how you feeling after this win, man?
Oh, dude, I don't even know what to say. Dude. I'm excited myself.
Who the hell's gonna sleep tonight?
Not I.
Who's sleeping?
I'm sleeping here, Maz, in the stew.
Oh, you are the man, Lukey.
Yeah, I picked KC in my pool just because I wanted them to lose. Just like the guy sitting there in that chair. I'd rather bet against my team and lose or have my team win than anything else.
Well, that's cool, man. I'm glad they got the win for you and for us. Are you a Detroiter? Are you a transplant?
No, I'm from Wyandotte.
Okay.
Well, you can wear that Honolulu
Down
blue with
Clifford.
pride anywhere around the country for the next at least 10 days.
Well, actually, I'm going to I live here in LA, LA area. I'm going to the Chargers and the Lions game.
Oh, nice.
Enjoy it, Jody. Thanks for the call, man.
I know.
Yeah, they're coming off a bye
Hey,
week for that,
how'd you guys like the white unis tonight?
Oh, normally I hate them. Normally I hate those white uniforms. I think they're the softest uniforms in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm not a fan unless we're winning.
Yeah, but you know what? When they win it,
they look all right. They look all right.
Good.
I thought they looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, I did too.
I've hated those white uniforms for so long.
But they've only had it for the last year.
No, they've had those white uniforms forever.
They might be changed up a little bit. I think the pants are changed a little
Just
bit.
the white with the
I want to see us in black.
I don't like the pajamas, the gray pajamas. That's my least favorite uniform.
You mean the throwbacks?
I hate
the gray pajamas are terrible.
The gray
yeah,
pajamas.
Sure.
The gray color. I want the throwbacks all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Our record in those is great too. I want to go back to Jared Goff though, real quick. I saw Jared Goff make so many different types of passes today. Some sidearm spots. There was the one throw that we were talking about in the first half where he threw the little side out to Jahmyr Gibbs. It's basically like a 10-yard handoff.
Right.
This is a throw that Stafford struggled with his entire career. Guy had a laser, but he couldn't make the touch passes into the short flats. Now we've got all of these guys that can take this ball from 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage and go 40 with it. And this quarterback didn't make mistakes, made big plays when he needed to, and made all these little throws around the entire game as well as the sneak. We're watching a maturation of the former number one pick that I think the NFL never thought he was going to be able to make.
I'll tell you, there were a couple of those passes that Kansas City started zeroing in on, and they were close.
Yeah.
They were very close to getting picked off. But you know what? When you see him on the television, it looks a lot closer than it was, because when they showed you the reverse angle, he had plenty of room. But they were starting to get on those plays, so they'll work on it. It's the first freaking game, and they won.
And that's what Dan
I got
Campbell
no complaints.
said. We're only going to get better. You got more people?
What do you got, Nick?
Yes, sir. Speaking of Wyandotte, we got Jake from Wyandotte this time.
Hey, Jake, welcome
you're
into
live.
Woodward Sports. You're on with Stick, Anson, and Maz, and Luke.
Hey, how's it going, Maz?
Good, man. Welcome on. Congrats on the win.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm loving the win. Quick thing, real quick. So I just want to talk about Aiden Hutchinson. I'm trying to look it up to see how many quarterback hurries he had.
50.
It felt like the entire game he was just
He had some motor going tonight. He did.
Yeah, he was all over the field. I mean, going inside on the guard, he was all over the place. And I'm super excited to see what he does. I think we're looking at 15 to 16 sacks this season. I know he didn't get any tonight, but I really do think that their right tackle, coming off the ball so quick, really hurt him a little bit. But I think he can get a lot of sacks this season. Also, I want to also go up to talk a little bit about Sheila Ham and just the job she has done from the whole organization. She is bringing in Chris Yeoman, bringing in Barry Sanders, bringing in Calvin Johnson, seeing him at OTAs and everything. And I just think the mentorship that she has brought into this organization has completely changed the culture and made it to where the Detroit Lions had the confidence to go into somewhere like Arrowhead and really put forth that effort to get that fourth quarter.
Hey, man, she did it. You're absolutely right, Jake.
What they did tonight is something I haven't seen. I've only been watching for 25 years, but What
You're a
they
rookie.
did tonight was something I haven't seen in a long time.
Hey, Dan Miller, did you get the chance to listen to Dan Miller interview Sheila earlier this week? We played
Yeah.
it. We played it here as well, and I'll tell you, man, she wanted that job from the get-go. I remember her talking as a little girl to Pete Rozelle and how she wanted to hang with her dad and hang with her brother, but her brother got the shot and she didn't get the shot. Because let's face it, back in those days, women weren't going to get a chance to run an NFL team. And then she gets under her mother's tutelage for the past 5-6 years before that, and she learns under Martha. Martha don't take crap from anybody. I mean, she's a Firestone, and she's a Ford. So Sheila learned from the best. And I'll tell you, the secret thing she did, and Anson, I want to ask you this. She dropped Ford from her name. How many people, Lion fans, wanted to Fords to sell the team?
Yep.
Every year, sell the team. So what did she do? It's Sheila Hamp. It's not Sheila Hamp Ford anymore. We know she's a Ford, but she put it out there that this is new. This ain't the old regime anymore.
That was a subtle thing.
Yeah.
Nobody really kind of picked up on that. I love you picking up on the psychological thing of that, because there has been a large pushback for some decades now, especially during the Millen era, about whether this family should still continue to own this play, the Lions. But she's taken an interest and a curiosity in this team that I don't think I've ever seen from anybody else in the Ford family.
Yeah.
She's in the war room. She's excited. She's talking to these players. She's getting to know them. And, maybe she should bring that name back after they win a championship.
That would be nice. And
She can add it back.
She said at the end of that Dan Miller interview, the one thing she wants to do in Hart Plaza is hold that Lombardi trophy up for the city of Detroit and the Lion fans that have just absolutely suffered. Lions fans.
This ain't hockey town, gentlemen. Because when we win a Super Bowl, we'll see what happens to Detroit. It's a football
Just
town.
They're 9-2 since Sheila Hamp came out of her office and came and gave a press talk. Remember that last year when she was like,
9-2,
"Calm down, everybody.
Boots on the
Dan
ground.
Campbell
We
is
got
fine.
this."
We got boots." Like, and everybody's like, "Oh God, here's the owner just giving us owner
Remember when they
speak."
booed her with the Calvin Johnson?
Well, that's because they
ceremony?
didn't pay Calvin. That's different.
I know.
Just give the man a check.
They still booed her.
You're a Firestone and a Ford. You got $1 million.
You got the loot.
Give him his damn money. Like, I don't care. It's not worth the negative
Hey,
publicity.
no.
They've solved that
It's
issue
over
for
now.
now. It's over now. But I get them booing her then. You don't disrespect
But
Calvin Johnson.
her making it, coming back and bringing Megatron back, that's another part of this change culture that we're seeing here, Not making those mistakes to push away players for a lifetime. So many things about this team at this point, from the ownership down to the players, just feels, and now, as we saw tonight, looks so different.
Lucas, do you have any of the reactions from the game?
Oh, yeah. Maz, we got our boy, C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yes, sir.
He went
Number
live in the
2.
locker room after the win.
And I'm talking about from our watch party, too. Pull some of those, because I want to show
get
some of those
for
reactions,
sure.
too.
Yeah. We'll get the C.J. Gardner-Johnson video up right now, though.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
Hey, it's not the same. Not the same.
Not the same.
It's not the same Detroit. It's not the same Detroit. It ain't the same Detroit.
Well, you ain't
Yeah. Ain't the same Detroit. Ain't the same Detroit. Ain't the same Detroit. Scott ain't the same Detroit. Woo! It ain't the same, Randall. It ain't the same, baby. It ain't the same, baby. It ain't the same, Tim. It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
Do you
Ain't the
know
same
how
Detroit.
immortalized
It
these
ain't the
guys are going to be
same.
if
And they say,
they do something I'm not even going to speak of and unheard of in the line? Like, honestly, think about being the guys that changed the culture of Detroit Lions football. That is something that you put it up there with the Boston Red Sox, that team that finally broke the curse of the Bambino. But honestly, think about being the guys that turned Detroit into a winner. That is damn near impossible and has proven to be impossible
Lions?
up until right now.
Where's Chris Berman? Lions? I used to love when he used to do prime time, and the Lions would win. Lions?
Circle in the wagon.
I love him. Rasputin, Wayne Fonts. I mean, it was freaking awesome. I can't tell you guys, honestly. I got the chills. And look, I've had a migraine for about a day and a half.
You've been battling, Maz.
I've had a migraine for a day and a half. But this game is getting me through my pains, and they are pains, and it sucks to have a migraine. But the Lions, I swear to you, they're better than any damn drug I can take.
You know what that drug looks like, Maz?
What's it look like?
Right here. The
little
David
blue
Montgomery. That was after the David Montgomery touchdown, and before that, the whole place was just D-Mon, because they weren't running the ball. Guess what they do? They go back in their bag and they start running the ball.
They were watching the Woodward Sports live stream, which is going to happen for every Lions game.
Every
Dan
game.
Campbell was like, "What's going on, Brad? They're telling us to run it. All right, cool. We're going to run it." So thank you, Dan, for listening to the live stream. We appreciate you.
Fantastic night with you guys here and at Woodward Sports. That was my first ever watch party that I was a part of. I didn't know people actually watch sports.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing
until
now,
tonight, that made it official for me when I had people calling me, Maz, you're at the watch party. You're actually awake? Well, I do stay awake, guys. I watch my sports until everything's done, then I go to bed. This freaking team, man, I got the chills. Like I said, I moved here in '93. That was the last time the Lions won a division. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the NFC Central, now North, more recently than the Detroit Lions. And the Buccaneers haven't been in the freaking division in over 20 years. That just tells you what it's remarkable. How do you not win a division in 03, 13, 20, 30 years? How do you not win a division in the NFL with parity in 30 freaking years? But the Lions have done it.
Rotten culture that is looking to be changed finally.
It's over.
It's over. It's over.
It's over. I'm not promising they're going to win the division, but the crap is over. It is.
Sure seems like it.
It feels like it. Today felt different.
Yeah.
Right? Normally, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm a Lions fan, but I'm also a realist, and I know when games we're not going to win, but I'll say we're going to win because I don't want to be the guy that doubts the Lions and then they prove me wrong. Today, it just felt different. There was no nerves.
No.
It was, all right, we got a chance to prove to the world something special. We got a chance to prove to everybody that all this talk that's been going on all offseason, all the Kool-Aid we've all been drinking, it's real. And it would have hurt, honestly, if they would have come out and got their ass beat today. If they would have come out and it would have been 41-7,
yeah,
we were back to the laughing stuff. Oh yeah, you told me the lie. Yeah, Dan, like everybody doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. But today just felt right, and as that clock was ticking down, and the Lions went in victory formation because they got a first down running the ball
after
to where the other team couldn't stop them. After getting a stop with 7 minutes left.
But I mean,
who the fuck is this team?
Giving them the ball back, up only one with over 2 minutes left. I thought they were coming back. I thought we were going to lose. I thought we'd get the ball with 13 seconds left and have a shot to maybe kick a field goal. But no, they came out on both sides of the ball and put the foot to the neck when they needed to. Got the big win on the road against the champs week 1. It's just crazy.
Dan Campbell, when they go for it on 4th down late in that 4th quarter, in their own territory, near the 50.
And they don't get it.
Yep. The old Lions, that's an easy field goal for the visiting team.
It's over.
But they did, and I will say, you got to admit this. The Chiefs helped. Those wide receivers, they helped.
No, Tony dropped 3 passes. That helps.
They helped.
He handed off an interception, basically.
Yeah. They really helped. It was a great thing. He was almost the 12th man for the Lions, Kadarius Toney.
He wasn't kind of. He was.
And I'll tell you, as a Giant fan, I'm glad. I don't want anything good to happen to this son of a bitch. Because I didn't like what he did with the Giants. He was the number 1 pick. He shit all over him. Yeah. And now he gets traded to Kansas City, and he's laughing. You suck. You suck. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
Let's take a phone call. Who we got?
We got David, who has been waiting patiently on hold from North Carolina.
Another
David, you're live.
North Carolina, come on and raise up.
What's up, David?
No, David
We
did
lost
not
David.
wait. In North
Hey, can you hear us now?
Hey! He took the mute button off. What's up, David?
No. We have Ted Nugent. Hold on. Ted Nugent.
What do we got?
He said
All right, guys. Hey, you got here with a bunch of Detroit fans in Raleigh, North Carolina. How you doing?
good,
We're great, man.
All right, guys.
All right, well, let's move on from North Carolina. It sounds like they're having fun down there. I think they're drinking moonshine.
That's okay.
That's what you drink in North
All
Carolina.
right, what
You
do we
drink
got now,
moonshine.
Nick?
We got John from Saginaw. John from Saginaw, you're live on air.
What's up, John? Welcome to Woodward Sports.
Guys for taking my call.
You got it, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, okay, so I was really surprised tonight that the area didn't burn the guys who got the secretary.
Hey, John, hold on. We're going to put you on hold and see if we can get a better line for you. Because I can't understand what you're saying. Maybe you call right back and maybe we get a better line so we can hear you better. Luke, you got any other sound for us right now?
We got
Lukey?
another video.
What do you got
I'm
for
trying
us?
to think of the you know what? Let's just roll it. I can't
Who
think
is
of
it?
It's Dan Campbell.
Oh, who cares then?
Yeah, just
Here's the
listen to
coach.
Dan.
I'm proud of those guys. I'm proud of the staff, you know. I thought our defense really showed up today. And what's encouraging is in all three phases, we got so much to clean up, you know, that we'll only be better from. But this was step one. This is game one. So I'm proud of them.
It's amazing that
That's
guy
step
can
one,
even.
game one.
Yeah, it's amazing he can even stand at a podium with balls that size. Like, how do you drag those cojones up on a stage, stand there? Like, how do you stand on the sideline?
He's leaning forward on them, actually.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
It's a tripod situation.
Listen. I am so damn happy Dan Campbell came to Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Me too.
You know, I really wanted Robert Saleh that year. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you
Saleh
watched-
was my guy, and I like Saleh.
But
I'm
have
not
you
lying.
watched Hard Knocks?
Yes. Yeah.
The arrogance of Saleh fits so well in New York.
Yep.
And the humble nature of Dan Campbell is exactly what we needed
good
here.
call.
Yeah.
Saleh would not have worked with this team.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't think they would have been all right, but I don't think it would have worked to be able to. He would have been frustrated by the culture. He wouldn't have been willing to completely overhaul it the way that Campbell did.
Well, he's a Detroiter. I think he would. I think he
From
knew.
Dearborn, baby.
I get it, man. I don't like him.
No, but
I don't like him.
sometimes it's the right person
He is
at the
good
right
looking, though.
time.
Oh, he's a good-looking man
Yeah,
for sure,
good
and,
looking.
and he's
So
cool.
Guys, we're talking football, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
You
Just
guys
wanted
can
to throw
save
that out
save
there.
that for.
Throw that out there.
Not a necessary commentary.
Okay.
Not a necessary
Nick,
commentary.
what do you got? What do you got for
We're
us,
going to
Nick?
switch this one over. We're going to Jesse in Fort Worth, Texas.
All right,
Okay.
seventh
What's up,
state.
Jesse, you're live.
Possibly.
How about them Cowboys? What's up, Jesse?
I don't like them Cowboys.
Yeah.
Lions all the way, baby.
Yes, sir.
I
That's
was born
right.
in Traverse City, Michigan. I was raised Texas, so
Yes.
always Lions. But man, how about that play today with C.J. Gardner-Johnson stepping up like he needed to,
Yep.
making some plays. Missed a little bit there on that interception, but that's okay.
Yep.
We're going to gel as the season goes on. Those guys are going to start understanding each other. We're going to get Mosley back, and we're going to really rock it.
Oh, Jesse, I totally
Loved every
agree.
minute of
I
it.
totally agree with you, Jesse. Now, I want to know this. When did you move to Texas, by the way?
Oh, dude, I was born in Michigan, not but a year later. My dad moved down to
Yeah, because you got that
to
Texas
Fort
drawl.
Worth, or Fort Hood.
Yeah, you got that Texas drawl
yeah.
already.
But you know what?
What made you keep to being a Lion fan when
was
you
gonna
live in
say-
Texas?
Hold on, before you answer that, I was gonna say
well-
he's the guy that we always talk about, oh, your dad made you a Lions fan. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yes,
I'm sorry, but
yes.
today
No, my
you get to
dad
be
doesn't watch
happy.
Football.
Your dad don't like football?
Well, my dad doesn't watch football much. He roots for the Lions sometimes, only because it's me.
Good.
But the difference was when I was able to choose. They're like, hey, you need to pick your own team, not just join in with all your uncles who are all Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I loved watching Barry Sanders run in college. And when he came to the NFL for the Detroit Lions, I loved it even more. I only got to see it a few times a year because we didn't get all the games, but I loved every minute of it. I mean, I can't see Thanksgiving without Lions.
Yep, you
So,
got Cowboys
love
and
it.
Lions on Thanksgiving. You got a full plate down there.
Yeah. I just love rooting against the Cowboys. It makes it more fun. Best thing about the Cowboys are their cheerleaders.
Oh yeah, you got it there, Jesse. Hey, thanks for the call, man, and
Detroit
have a
Trey
great
Lance.
night.
Alrighty, fellas, we got a video of Jared Goff at the podium now. We want that.
Of course.
That's my quarterback.
yeah.
Great job,
That's
Luke.
my quarterback.
Let's hear number 16.
Special. I think we're to the point now where we're built for environments like this to go on the road to anywhere and go pull out a win. And even if it's ugly, it's a win, and we're happy about it.
You know what we didn't talk about really? The Saint. Amon-Ra
St.
St. Brown.
Got us started.
He owned that first quarter.
Yep.
He owned
Got us
that
started.
first half.
Yep.
Six touchdowns.
6 catches. 4 of them went for either a first down or
Yeah.
a touchdown.
Yep.
Guys, remarkable.
And Booner called him for first touchdown. He was 101.
Yeah.
For first touchdown. 1,001.
Yeah.
That's damn good. I don't know why it was that high, but hell.
I got a question for you guys. So we get Bugs and Mosley back maybe next week, right?
If they even want Bugs.
Trading Bugs.
Yeah.
But
I love Bugs.
Our defense really was not the issue today, in my opinion.
No.
My question for you guys is, what's the biggest problem you saw from week 1 that you would like to see change and remedy?
I'd say trying to keep the quarterback in the pocket a little bit more, but that's Patrick Mahomes. He beats everybody.
Yeah.
But he got around. I think he had about 50 some odd yards on the ground, and he was dangerous. And the only thing that didn't help him is he had no Travis Kelce. If Travis Kelce is in that game, it's a completely different game.
Sure.
Who knows? You don't know. But I would want to get a little bit more of a better pass rush and keep the quarterback in the pocket. You got Geno Smith. Next time, Geno is going to be running around as well.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to catch up with him. And they got a hell of a team, man. They got a great offense in Seattle. If K9
sure
gets
do.
healthy, I know was on the injured list today.
Zach
but
Charbonnet.
they got 3. Yep, Zach Charbonnet. They got 3 great receivers.
Absolutely.
I mean, Smith and Jigba's hurt right now, but DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. That's a tough call. I still like him to beat Seattle, but you got to keep that quarterback in that pocket.
On the offensive side of the ball, I mean, because I think they played solid defensively. Not only do you get a defensive touchdown, you force turnovers, you stop big stops when you needed them. Even after the Lions turned the ball over, you got the big stop, so the Kansas City Chiefs couldn't pick up momentum. But on the offensive side of the ball, I just want them to run the ball more. That's it. That's all we were calling for in here. You're the bigger, stronger. Take a play out of Jim Harbaugh's Michigan playbook. Just keep running the ball till it's boring about you running the ball. And everybody complains that you can only win by running the ball. That's fine with me. I wanted to see more of it. There was one play I thought Goff could have looked to run a little more. He didn't. He was wide. I think it was a 4th and 2. All he had to do was go left and just fall forward, and he didn't do that. That's one thing. But we know Goff's not a mobile quarterback, so I'm not really. That's nitpicking. Because I have to nitpick a 21-20 victory over the defending Super Bowl champs on ring night.
Yeah. Hey. The Lions clearly have struggled with mobile quarterbacks, as evidenced very well last year.
The whole league does. That's why there's mobile quarterbacks.
And we saw it again today. I think that if we get a little bit healthier on defense, we're still not one of the top 5 defenses in the league, but we've seen that we've got playmakers now that should be able to cut some of that stuff out. At this point, I'm really impressed with the defense. We held, one of the 3 best offenses in the league, the champs, to 20 points.
Yep.
So for me at this point, I think we can help our defense by sustaining offensive drives, and I think that we are a wide receiver short right now. Whether that's going to be Jameson when he comes back, whether we look elsewhere, I think that's really our biggest hole. I'm so excited about our defense. That was my biggest concern today.
Hey, last year they were dead last, right?
Yeah.
For the first 8-9 games, dead last. They moved up, got into the 20s.
Yeah.
The low 20s.
They were a top half team in the second half, but they were so bad in the first half.
Of course they were. And then look how bad they played against Carolina.
Yeah.
That was a game
embarrassed.
That was just an embarrassing game when Chuba Hubbard is running for 150 yards in the first half.
Raheem Blackshear is tearing you up.
Dante Foreman. I mean, it was terrible. They'll get even with them this year. And Bryce Young. I can't wait. We'll see what happens with them and those young quarterbacks. But yeah, the defense. I think if they can make the defense a top 15 defense with this offense, it's sky's the limit for this team.
No doubt.
Lukey, don't you agree?
Oh yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's week 1, so there's going to be some wrinkles that they got to work out. But I agree with Anson. You got to add another receiver there, whether it's already on the team. Maybe they're like, all right, let's go down the practice squad, get us our Dylan Drummond up here. Something of that sort. But they do need another element, but the sky's the limit for this team. They just beat the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Antoine
the sky
Green,
is
maybe?
absolutely the limit, and if tonight didn't prove it to you, I don't know what will. Because if the offseason didn't, if Brad Holmes already hasn't, if beating the Chiefs hasn't, then I just think you have SOL stuck in your head for life, and you just have to wait until they make a run in the playoffs.
Those words are dumb, by the way. Let's not ever say those 3 letters anymore.
Okay.
SOL died tonight.
You're going to hear it from me still.
Sorry, Nancy.
Nancy said they got to win make it.
You
to a
weren't
Super
living
Bowl.
here when we won a playoff game, so you didn't technically see it, all right?
I watched it.
Yeah, but
I watched it, and I felt awful when the Redskins beat them. Awful.
That was an awful game.
Well, we got a big time call coming through.
We
right
do.
now.
A very special guest.
Maz, I'm gonna let you announce it.
Former Lion.
Yes, sir.
Nevin Lawson. Calling from Florida. Nevin, what is going on?
Hey.
Did you like what you saw tonight?
Hey, man, first of all, I love this fucking show. I'm just letting you guys know that right now.
Thank you.
Every real diehard Detroit Lions fan should be watching this show from the beginning, the pregame show, the live watch, and even this shit. Right now, you guys are doing an amazing fucking job.
Thanks, Nev.
And I appreciate you guys.
Hey.
And how about them fucking Lions? Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hey, man, when you were here, there were some pretty good teams when you were here, but never a team like this. What did you see? I'm going to just stick with the secondary right now. What did you like about this new secondary?
I'm going to start like this. It starts from the top. So the first thing I like is the GM, Brad Holmes.
Yep.
Dan Campbell, not sitting on my first coach, but the second coach. I wish I had Dan Campbell. That motherfucker right there, I guarantee you those players in that locker room will run through a wall for that guy.
No
that's
doubt.
The real.
You still there, Nevin?
I think we just lost Nevin there.
Ah, damn.
No, but you hear that all the time.
Hopefully we got to
man.
get him back on.
How great is that, though, that former players are talking like, I wish I could have played for Dan Campbell.
Of course.
Like, who doesn't want to play for a guy like Dan
Look at some of the clowns we've had here.
Oh, well, I mean, what he took over for, just where we were to what we are, is just so like, it's literally. I don't even have a comparison. It's like dating like the ugliest chick you can ever find. She gives you herpes and has gonorrhea, and now all of a sudden you're dating a supermodel.
You hit it. That's good. I like that.
That's as close as, like herpes and gonorrhea is as close as I can get to Matt Patricia.
Listen, I almost got my foot run over by Matt Millen and Marty Morningweg when they drove off on their Harleys from the practice at Saginaw Valley State because someone's phone rang. And the rule of the day was no media could have their phones out or whatever. So someone's phone rang, and these guys like, that's it, practice is over. And they just ran out. And Marty Morningweg, the bar is high. We'll take the wind in the overtime against the Bears. Matt Millen gets a second contract because William Clay Ford likes to go out to lunch with him. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And Quinn Trisha?
Oh, my God.
Matt Patricia. I get a stomach ache just thinking about that guy. And look where we are now.
We're not throwing shade at Wayne Fonts, though.
I love Wayne.
Okay.
I love Wayne.
Fair.
Not the right coach.
You're going to lose
probably.
me if you threw Wayne into that conversation.
Hey, probably not the greatest coach in the world, but they like playing for Wayne. And you know what? When Thanksgiving came around to the end of the year, they played hard and they had chances to win. And 91, they should have went off and won that damn thing. Do we get Nevin back?
He's working on it
All
right
right.
now. Someone in the comments said, Nevin's call brought to you by Kadarius Toney.
Those throws to Kadarius Toney, at least 2/3 of those are directed towards Kelsey if he's in the game.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but this is the thing is that the Lions didn't get to play them in Week 12 when they knew their personnel and had gotten a chance to gel. We got them at a downtime, but they also got us at a brand new no identity time. I mean, we have an identity from last year. We have so many new players through the draft and through free agency that I can't wait to see these two teams play in the Super Bowl.
Oh my! Oh my! AFC's tough, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
The fact that you can say that though and not be looked at as an absolute fucking idiot
it's a big change.
says a lot, right?
It does.
Like, because honestly, you said that last year. You say that 2 years ago. You say that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, you say that throughout the entire Lions history. Ha ha! You're an idiot. You're just joking. Now it's like, well, wait.
Yeah.
Could happen.
That could happen.
Listen, guys, really. When Monday comes around or Tuesday, when they put out the first power rankings, how are the Lions not number one? They just beat the number one team in the NFL. They beat Patrick Mahomes
at their house.
At their house
That's
on
tough.
Super Bowl ring night, and they were already looked at as the darlings of the NFL.
Have the Lions ever been ranked number one in
No!
power
Oh
rankings?
my God, no.
Because they weren't good when power rankings were around.
No.
Like, so yeah, never.
Never. The preseason rankings this year, the first time ever they broke in to the top 10.
They were in the top 10. Okay.
They were in the top 10
I
in
think
the
I saw them at
preseason.
9 in a couple.
Yep.
I mean, they should. I could see them jumping up to 5, maybe even 4. But
No.
There's. I mean,
Keep
you
going.
can't put them ahead of the Eagles.
Why not? We'll see what the Eagles do. You don't know if the Eagles are going to even win. They're
Okay,
playing the
sure,
Patriots.
Sure.
Patriots
I mean,
might beat them.
assuming the good teams that are in the top 5 all win out. I can't necessarily put the Lions ahead of Kansas City already.
Okay.
You know, I mean, they're
they're
still
ahead
the
of them.
champs. We lost by 1, you know, or
Yeah,
we
but
beat
they're
them by
ahead.
1.
Yeah, but they're ahead.
Okay.
They're ahead.
I like it.
Back
I like
to
it.
Florida we go. Nevin Lawson, he is
Yes,
back
sir.
with us. Nevin, we lost you when you said you were in love with this Lion team and you wanted to play for Dan Campbell.
Hey there, man. Yeah, man. Just like I was saying, where I left off, just basically, man, like I said, it starts from the top. You know what I mean? Brad Holmes coming in with a GM like that. Dan Campbell, a great fucking coach, man. You could just tell the players understand what he's trying to get done. And those guys, I know for a fact, are playing their asses off for him. And you could just tell. And the way how they built the team is great to see. I believe the game is built within the trenches.
Yep.
And you start off with that offensive line. You got these running backs as far as Montgomery and
Jameer Gibbs.
The Gibbs.
Yep.
That was a great fucking pickup. Great
He's going to be
draft.
something. He's going to be something.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And then you put these great players around these great coaches. That offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, I feel like our guys are going to do a great job and continue to put these guys in position to win games down the stretch. And the number one thing is you don't fear names, and I could see that. Like, fuck Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champion. Same. I know a lot of. Like I was telling every one of my friends tonight, man. Detroit is gonna win this shit. Put your money line. Don't even take the points. Fuck a run line. Money line tonight, baby.
You
And
called
we
it,
came
man.
through, and we got it done, baby.
You called it, Nevin. Hey, man, you play for a nice coach and gentleman Jim Caldwell. He doesn't have the fire on the field that Dan Campbell has, but also he was a hell of a coach.
Oh, he definitely was. He definitely was. And then we're not gonna go all the way back on the after that what happened.
No, of course not.
We call that guy syphilis and gonorrhea.
Yeah,
That's what we were comparing it to earlier.
That was the worst era of Lions football. After
It just
that,
left you feeling dirty.
It was so bad. So let me ask you this, Nevin. Going forward, what do you think the Lions can do? The over/under in Las Vegas is 9.5 wins. Do you think they will do better than 9.5 wins this year?
I'll tell you what, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. But in order for them to be successful moving forward, we got to help Hutchinson out, man. He can't be the only one that's getting pressure in the backfield. So we got to put, get some more pressure on that quarterback. I know that dude Houston, he's more of a third down type of cat, but we need guys up front that's just consistently getting after the quarterback like Hutchinson is. You know what I mean?
I do.
And the biggest improvement this offseason, what they did, the Detroit Lions did, was definitely upgrade that secondary, which is major. I feel like Sutton is going to be a good CB1 for them. even when Mosley come back. And I always liked it, that other dude, JJ, Jerry Jacoby,
Yep,
whatever
Jerry
his
Jacobs.
name is,
Yep.
that guy, Jacobs. So, and then CJ, man, you need a nasty safety back there. You need safeties back there that when he come across that middle, they know what's coming. You know what I mean? So that guy has the attitude that the secondary needs. So man, I'm excited, man.
Me
you know,
too, man.
I believe in my heart. Once a line, always a line. I love that fucking city.
Yep,
man.
we loved having you here. How about Brian Branch? What'd you think about him today, the kid from Alabama?
I always thought he was the best fundamentally sound DB in the draft. The dude could tackle, he could cover, and he definitely made plays out there. So I definitely feel like that was a great pickup for them, and that shores up the secondary as well.
You bet, man. Hey, we really thank you. We really thank you for coming on with us. You having some fun? You having some fun down there in FLA?
Man, you know it. You know it. I'm talking a whole lot of smack tonight, man. Nobody believes in the Lions, baby. And you guys keep doing what you're doing, man. You guys doing a hell of a job. Very entertaining, man. You guys keep me going, man. Had me laughing all fucking night.
Thanks, Nevin. Hey,
appreciate it.
You give us a call back anytime you want. We got the hotline ready and open for you. Thank you.
Appreciate you. You
All
guys
right.
have a great night, bro.
Good night, man. Nevin Lawson, former draft pick of the Lions back in 2014 and played for some damn good teams back then. Just couldn't get it off the sheet.
And you know those guys were climbing the hill, right?
Yep.
Like those guys were the ones that we were talking about earlier. Like, what's it like to finally be the team to push the Lions over the top?
Yep.
They were close. They were. Like,
I love that team.
They
that
were as
14
close
team.
as we've ever been to legit. And now we can look at this team and think, my God, like they're on their way. And Nevin Lawson, appreciate you calling in. Appreciate everybody calling in tonight. Everybody in the chat from all over the place.
We had about almost 4,000 people watching us.
There's still
here.
3,000
That's
watching.
awesome.
Nobody can sleep.
Eight
Nobody
different
can sleep
states
right
called
now.
in.
I know.
8 different
we got
states.
a Hawaiian guy calling in.
Detroit travels hard, man.
Who's calling off work tomorrow, though? I mean, like, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I know you bastards aren't going to work.
I'm going to be in the same spot 8 to 10 tomorrow,
That
baby.
Lions hangover is happening. Lucas, you can come sleep at my house, man. I live like 2 miles
right
away.
on that couch.
That couch is comfy.
I've slept
That's
on that
what I
couch
said. It fits
before.
me fine.
I bet you have.
Yeah, definitely.
You
appreciate the
basically
offer,
built
though,
most of the
Stick.
studio.
It's crazy that 3 years ago when Woodward Sports started, like, we got one win. One win in the first calendar year of Woodward Sports.
It was rough.
Then the next year,
It was
3
real rough.
wins. Then the next year, 9 wins. And now, starting off the season with a win. It's just crazy that the Lions have evolved with the network, honestly.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen. Hey,
so-
before we go, we got to take another call before we say goodbye.
All right, who we
Yes,
got?
sir. We got Andrew in Austin, who's been waiting a long time.
Are we
Andrew,
talking Austin,
you
Texas?
are live.
Hey, Andrew.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, man? Did you have a good time tonight?
Hey. Oh, man. The best time. Deep in the heart of Texas.
That boy.
Representing.
I knew you were in Austin, Texas. That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
We got
Yes,
another
sir.
Texas guy. You're going to be putting it in
Hey,
Cowboy
that
fans'
was my
faces?
cousin.
What was it? Go ahead.
Hey, that was my cousin y'all talked to.
Oh, okay. You guys travel well together.
Yeah, I
That's
heard him.
nice.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so 3 points. Khalil Dorsey.
Oh.
We see why he kept it, right?
Terrific. Terrific special team
Right?
guy. Yeah, amen. Amen.
sir.
They knew what they were doing.
All right. I'm going to tag along with my cousin and talk about Emmanuel Mosley.
Okay. Let's go. We haven't seen him yet.
What? Well, so my point is more about Jerry Jacobs.
Yeah, sure.
I know he's legit. I know he's a fan favorite, but he was kind of a liability.
A liability?
Is that just me? Just me?
Somebody's going to give up plays against Kansas City. Like, there's going to be some plays, and I don't know, liability. I think that's kind of a harsh statement, but yeah, they were picking on him a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't forget, he's coming back from injury as well. So give him a chance to work back into it.
But come on, man, they won.
Yeah, don't
what do you
pick
mean
on him.
liability? Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't want to hear it. I know you're in Texas. They do it different down there, but this is a W, baby.
No, hey, I relish it, man. I relish it. 1-0, baby. 1-0.
1-0. Thanks for the call, man. And sleep well tonight. Deep in the heart of Texas. Hey, man. Last thoughts to go around the room. Austin, what do you got for me? I mean, Anson.
Last thought?
Yeah.
Well, we got a big game next week to continue this culture. I'm not going to bring up the 3 letters because it's for the Lions to put away each and every single week.
Shut his mic off.
No, I didn't say him. I didn't say him.
Okay,
But we've got to capitalize and stack wins on top of wins. What we've seen out of Lions teams in the past is a failure after a large emotional moment. When they get big wins, can they continue to stack the wins on afterwards? I think that they can. I think that you hit the nail on the head. They've had Seattle circled on their calendar. Yep. We've got to figure out who that second receiver is. Is it Marvin Jones? Because it felt like it was today, but he didn't play like it.
Well, it looks like Josh Reynolds to me.
I mean, not in terms of usage. Yeah. It seems like they schemed as Marvin as their number 2 wide receiver, and then it didn't go well. So they were trying to figure out who that is. Need another wide receiver to step up while we wait for JMO, but otherwise, man, I'm feeling pretty good.
Awesome. How about you, Stick?
I mean, I couldn't ask for a better opening day. Honestly, like everything led up to this. All the hype, all the pomp and circumstance, all the talk on national media, everybody loving the Lions, picking them to maybe go to the Super Bowl, picking them to win the NFC North. It's all real. It's not just me drinking the Kool-Aid like I did. Oh, we got big Mike Williams now to pair, with Calvin Johnson. We're going to be it's going to be tough to stop us.
I like Mike Williams.
Yeah.
I did. I didn't mind that pick.
I didn't mind that pick. He got screwed by Maurice Claret, but that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that. But no, that used to be my delusion every single fucking year. R2's pinner is going to actually turn out, guys. Like, R2's pinner is going to have a good year.
Now, that Mikel LaSure, though.
Yeah, Mikel LaSure, that was a hell of a draft pick, Like, Titus Young in the second round. We got
Titus Young.
What are we doing?
Wow.
Titus. That's the mindset I used to have. Like, I'd always find, they signed this guy. They signed Dre Bly in the offseason. It's going to turn up.
I thought Javid Best was going to be the truth.
Great. Those teams sucked.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So now it's so bizarre to me to be able to turn on the television, watch the Lions win, and it not be like, what? The Lions just won? That's crazy. And I was like, yeah, they can do this. It's a real fucking team now.
Lucas, what do you got for us as we say goodnight? You had some pivotal moments during our watch party that you were despondent. Like, I've never seen anyone despondent before. And the Lions were winning at that time.
The Detroit Lions games, they're my everything, Maz. And if we're being honest, at halftime, I did not think we'd be sitting here having this conversation. But you know what? I was proved wrong.
Moral victory.
We went into Arrowhead, and not only did we get moral victory, Stick, we got a fucking W. And I don't think going into the season, even before all the Travis Kelce and Chris Jones stuff, no one really expected this. Truthfully, no one did. So, like I said, Matt, I told you, it felt like Christmas morning. We got a good present.
Do you have the Flannel Sam video?
Oh, I'll play that as our outro. Let me get that.
Make sure you save that for our out.
Hey, Nick, I want to hear from you as well. Thanks for doing all the phones for us.
Oh, no worries.
Great job.
Sweating a little bit in here,
hey,
but we're all
you're
good.
in the hot box.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I am so fired up for this win. It is all becoming a reality, finally, and we can start looking ahead a little bit. We really think about this division, but we're going to look ahead a little bit to the Seahawks, and I cannot wait to hear every single person listening down at Ford Field when we break that record for the Lions, the loudest home field ever.
I'll tell you, man, I came in this morning to work here, and everybody is in Lions gear. Everybody. And I always come in here, and they give me the warmest welcome, these guys, these kids. They love their Uncle Tommy, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we do. Uncle Mazzy,
anyway,
baby.
Coming from a family of 4 sisters and 3 daughters, I only wanted 1 brother and 1 son. I didn't get any. But I got these guys. I got all you guys.
Sorry, man.
I got all you guys. And to watch the game with you tonight was phenomenal. Honestly, even better than watching it at home with my feet up, eating a box of cereal. This was better.
That's your go-to is a box of cereal?
I get out my Kicks.
My shredded wheat.
Wait, what cereal? Kicks?
Well, I got Kicks, I got Tricks, I got Lucky Charms.
Raisin Bran.
I got Mini Wheats. I got Honey Nut Cheerios.
Do you bring milk?
Well, no, I like milk, but when I have a bowl of cereal, I use milk. But when I'm watching TV, you don't eat potato chips.
So wait. Dry cereal with beer?
No, I don't drink beer.
Pop?
Yeah, just the
What kind of pop are you mixing with kicks, bro?
No, water.
I need to know this.
Not a pop, a water. So anyway, I digress.
Dr. Pepper and kicks.
in business.
Listen, I had a great freaking day today. And to end it with my guys, I love this fucking team.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do. I know people say, Maz, you're a New York guy. You got the Giants and Jets. Yeah, I do. I grew up with them. But I always had my third team was the Lions.
Hell yeah,
It was for
Mazzy.
Thanksgiving. It was for Barry Sanders. And when I got to come to Detroit and actually work the games and cover the Lions, no bigger thrill for me in the world. And football is like my love. Love baseball too. But this freaking team. I'm so proud to be a Lions fan today. I can't even tell you.
Yeah,
I can't even tell you.
I share that sentiment. It's a proud day to be a Lion.
I'm so proud.
Absolutely.
I could cry. That's how proud I am.
Yeah.
The chat thinks you are going to cry.
I might. I might. But you know what, guys? Thank you for everyone for listening and watching us.
Yes.
Man.
This was the vision.
This was great.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody. Everyone works their ass off in this place.
Well,
Everybody.
Not me, but.
Well, yeah, you know,
I
you
used
do.
to.
You
I
do.
used
You
to.
still
I used
do.
to.
Your heart's here still. Your heart's here, and we love you. And we love you, everybody here that's
Love you
listening
too,
on the
Maggie.
chat. Everybody that watches Woodward Sports, make sure you tune in bright and early tomorrow. What's our first show tomorrow?
Well, we're gonna be doing Woodward Rivals live, so
Okay.
we're
What time?
kicking
7?
Lions. It'll be 7 to 8.
7 o'clock. Woodward Rivals. That's Spenny and Easy, right?
Spenny and Flannel.
Flannel
We're
going at it.
I love it.
Got to see Flannel here in a
Can
second.
I explain what's happening in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
video
give the
before we
context
play
before we
it?
have it.
So the context of this video with Flannel Sam, that stupid right tackle for Kansas
The guy
City
that kept going
was
offsides.
jumping
Yes.
constantly,
Yes.
false starting constantly all game. And I turned to D-Mac and I say, hey, D-Mac, as a player, how do you handle this with the official? Because it's happening nonstop. And he goes, well, you know, you just have a good conversation with them, and over the course of time, maybe they'll understand your point of view, and maybe they'll start calling it. They called it, and a big point of the game, I think it was less than 2 minutes to go.
It was on that fourth and 20.
It made fourth and 20, fourth and 25.
That's what made it, yeah.
And Flannel Sam could not comprehend that this guy was jumping off sides, but I didn't think that's why the Lions were losing.
He was mad because they were saying that the Lions are losing because of the refs.
Yeah, no, I was
and
saying,
no one was saying that.
No one was saying that. So here's Flannel Sam beating the shit out of that wall.
Detroit Dabber, I never fucking played with the refs for the Michigan loss to DCU.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes,
you did.
Sixes, and then you have to
Yes, you did.
the fucking DCU goal line. Dumbass, listen to what I say.
You blame
God damn
him.
it.
You blame him about the 4th and 1 call. That the refs didn't call him down in time. You did blame him. Dabber knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Bro,
And those lights.
guys, it's true.
Hey, and all it took was the one you and Cardi with stick. Fuck, I've been trying to make it. 330.
I feel so bad.
Ryan Slants, I think Flair needs to get laid. I have a line! I have a line outside! Let's go! You get laid,
Yes, that guy will be on tomorrow at 7 a.m. arguing with Spencer Raxter, Michigan State. Michigan State's playing Richmond, and Michigan's playing UNLV on Saturday. Don't forget to tune in for Rivals. Then Juicy Jeff and the gang with Flannel again on the Morning Wood Show, or the Morning Woodward Show. And then after that, we got Big D Energy. Sean Belegian's in tomorrow.
Hey.
And then we
My
got
guy.
Ermanni Edwards and me. Then you got the heavyweights. And after that, we got Bruner and Broder. Man, we going wall to wall, man.
Yeah.
Wall to wall. Congratulations to the Lions. We love you.
Forward down the field, a Lions team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rock, 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 flying lion man, win the game. Without you will win your fame. Down the field again, a Lions victory. Go Lions!
See you tomorrow, everybody.
pride.
See you in a few hours.
Bye, kids.